Good morning, everybody. Figured we'd have us a little coffee talk this morning, since I didn't really get a chance to do too much that's actually uploading yesterday, you know. I am up super duper early, way earlier than I planned. It's 1 o'clock here, and I don't have to be on shift until 7, so I'm just kind of bumming around the house and trying to sort through what I want to do for dinner later on tonight, because you guys know I'm trying not to order fast food. I'm trying to stay protein heavy, and keep away from stuff that could make me gain weight. I weighed this morning and I was 192.4, which I've been kind of holding fairly steady around for like the last couple of weeks. So I've sort of plateaued in my weight loss, and I still have 15 pounds left that I really need to get off. So I'm going to have to figure something out to help kickstart that. I am due to go home Tuesday to see my dad, see my brother, and a couple of other family members. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm really kind of sort of still not looking forward to that. Just because, I haven't been home since I moved, which was the end of March. I just don't really feel connected to the place anymore, other than the people there that I love. That's about it. I caught the most recent Foodie upload. Oh, that's super hot. Okay. And as I'm going to chime in, not just as you're a nurse, but I'm also chiming in as somebody who is post weight loss surgery, 25 years out. Now, obviously the process of qualifying for weight loss surgery has its nuances from place to place. It's obviously changed over the years, but some basics of it all are still going to be the same. They are very much going to look at her mental health status. They are very much going to look at her physical status. They're probably going to look at the fact that she's non-compliant. And since the medical records, it's not like it is here really in the U.S. where you have to request that your records get sent from point A to point B. And I could be wrong, and somebody could tell me this, I hope. That it sounds like, those records are kind of transmitted. They're kind of attached as the person moves from place to place to place, so that, you don't have to go through that whole rigmarole of having medical records transferred from point A to point B every time you see somebody new. If that is the case, then that's actually a really helpful tool. But I don't know for sure on that. But I do think that old girl's got a lot of barriers in her way, and the biggest one is going to be her. While she's sitting around waiting for the opportunity to go through the process to get weight loss surgery, she's going to have to go ahead and seek some sort of intervention for her psychiatric problems. She's going to have to go ahead and start losing the weight on her own, with or without medicinal intervention. She's going to have to do something, because they're going to want to see that she's making the effort. And if she starts all of that after seeing a weight loss surgeon, then she's behind the 8 ball by 2 years at that point. You know what I mean? And it just means that'll be another however long until she gets qualified, if she ever gets qualified, because I don't really think that she's a candidate for it based on her track record. I do know this. I don't think that she has a full understanding of exactly what's involved with having weight loss surgery, and the types of changes it's going to require her to make to the rest of her life from that point forward. I mean, you can't just go back to eating the same way that you could prior to. I mean, foods that never gave you any issue before would make you incredibly ill if you had them after weight loss surgery, even in small amounts. And I mean, until she gets these issues like with her liver and her kidneys and her blood sugars and her heart and all this stuff sorted through and at some sort of, trying to think, not resolved, because a lot of those are stuff that don't go away, but at some level of some management of it in place, some long-term management, then she really isn't even a candidate to go under the knife at all. And that's not including all the nuanced stuff like your mental health stuff and your BED and stuff like that, you know. So I mean, she keeps talking about how much she's changed and how much she wants to change and this and that, and this is not something you're going to be able to talk your way through. I mean, we've seen that with Amber already, you know. There is no amount of talking that's going to get her to the end result. This is where the rubber meets the road. And I've said it before, you know, how bad do you want it? Because if you don't want it, you're not gonna try. And nobody's going to hand it to you. So this is not you. This whole situation that she's involved in and discussing at the moment, this is all real life stuff. And real life stuff is not like YouTube. It doesn't just, you don't just show up kind of half-assed and get rewarded for it, you know. I mean, I've always known that, and I've always had that sort of perspective on things, but my ability to really devote myself to the things that I want in my life have really gotten incredibly gung-ho since I had weight loss surgery, and I changed and got more confident and was healthier and happier, you know, because of the fact that I was able to do so much more, you know. But despite all those changes, I mean, there were things about me that still needed work. You know, there were still things about me that I was not happy with. And something that I have noticed about Foodie and ALR is they have this presumption that if they were skinny, that their lives would be like absolutely 100% fixed, and there would never be any problems, and there would never be any issues, and, you know, stuff like that. And that's absolutely not the case. It's just been my experience, especially early in, that after weight loss surgery, your problems just change. They're different types of problems, if that makes sense. So I would be interested to see if they've ever even had conversations with people that have had actual weight loss surgery and have been on the other side of it successfully for any long-term time frame. I mean, because if you'll think about it, the long-term success rate of weight loss surgery is very low, because people fall back into old behaviors and routines and habits, and, you know, you kind of sabotage yourself. Hi, Mama. It's my coffee baby. You can't have that. So she's ready for her close-up, Mr. DeVille. So that's just some half-sleepy morning thoughts that I got on everything. I'm gonna go to work tomorrow. I've got a few things that I've got to do that I need to handle, and I'm not sure which one I'm gonna tackle. I bought a shed to put at the end of my house, and it came through what day is it today? Today is Saturday. It came through Monday, and then we had a couple of days of rain, and it's attached to a pallet out there because it's too heavy for one person to move. So I really need to get out tomorrow and at the very least take all of that stuff out of the box and put it in the garage so that it's the box and everything and the instructions and all that are not getting wet, because it is actually raining right now and I didn't want to be out in the rain doing that. But I would like to go ahead and get that put together if I can work that out and just, you know that I'm finished with it, you know, and do that part of the day tomorrow and Monday. For those of you guys that won the gift cards, I will be sending those out Monday too. So you be on the lookout for those. I wanted to thank you all again to everybody out there for participating and entering for the drawing on that. I mean, you guys, there have been a few of you that have said, oh, it's incredibly sweet of you. It's so nice of you to do that. And I've said it before, you guys are here for me and you listen to my crazy and you make me laugh and we have good times. And, you know, the way I figure it, me giving this stuff back to you is really just a small thing, but it's something, you know, that gave me the opportunity to at least try to give back to you, you know. As to the third week, I mean, thus far I have only had one recommendation. No, I've had two recommendations on what to do in relation to giveaway. Kalari actually recommended sending you guys something that was handmade by me, and I make jewelry, and my making Nikki some waist chains, you know, came up in that conversation. But I do make earrings and stuff like that. If you guys would want me to do that, you can let me know in the comment section here so that at least I know. If you've got something in particular that is not related to me making something and giving it out, you can let me know that too. I think Shmi at one point kind of said, you know, giving donations out in relation to, like, to shelters and stuff like that, in y'all's name. If you want me to do that, I could do that. I'm just kind of, even though I've been kind of racking my brain on it, I'm kind of at an impasse, and I do still want to do one more thing, you know, if that makes sense. So you guys let me know. I mean, you guys are, I mean, ultimately who I'm gearing this toward. This is for you all, so I'm always going to be receptive, you know, to your input on stuff like that. So I'm going to hop off here. I'm going to have my coffee. I'm going to find some pajama pants because my legs are cold. I've got on shorts and it's cold in this house. I was trying to avoid turning the heater on, you know, so I might have to do that. And then I'm gonna try to figure out what I'm doing with dinner. I think I may cook a little something before I go, just so that I have something already prepared. So let's talk about it. I'm gonna let you guys go. I hope y'all are having a wonderful weekend. I will catch up with you guys soon. Bye, y'all.